It's April 1st, otherwise known as April Fool's Day, Dingus Day, and the start of the Major League Baseball season. Hi, I'm Steve Sanislow. When it comes to audio recording, nothing says amateur more than unwanted noise on your recording. Noise can be acoustical or electrical. It can be generated from a variety of sources, and it can originate from inside or outside of your studio. Sometimes noise is easy to find and correct. Other times it can be nearly impossible. Regardless of how it is generated or where it comes from, it's always best to try to eliminate noise at the source. And if that's not possible, you'll have to try to block it from getting into your studio. Finally, although it doesn't affect noise directly, the type of microphone you use and its placement in your studio can significantly improve the signal-to-noise ratio and give you a much cleaner recording. So let's first explore analog or acoustic noise. You'll need some tools. The only tool that is 100% absolutely necessary is your ear. Now, your ears are, in some respects, a little bit like your eyes. And by that I mean, like, if you've ever experienced a situation where you've walked from a dark area into a light area or vice versa, you know that it takes time for your eyes to adjust. And the same is true when you walk into a studio or into any new room where the ambient sound is at a different level than what you're used to. Your ear needs time to adjust. So before you do anything, before you start listening for noises, go into the room and just wait about 30 seconds. Let your ear adjust to the sound level of that room. And then try to focus in on different things in that room. Listen for little squeaks, little rattles, little noises. Listen for the fan of a computer. Listen for outside noises. Listen for the HVAC system. And make a mental note of everything you hear. Let me show you some of the smartphone apps that I use. The first is a noise meter. This noise meter has an averaging function. When we start the averaging function up, it starts listening to all the noises in a room for a period of about 10 seconds. At the end of 10 seconds, it calculates and displays the average, in this case 25 decibels. The next app is a spectrum analyzer. Use this to get to see the frequency distribution of the noise in the studio. The next app is a signal generator. It generates sine waves or square waves from 20 hertz up to 20 kilohertz. And you can use this to isolate resonant frequencies and vibrations. And finally, we have a voice recorder. I find the voice recorder to be one of the most useful tools of all these apps. And the way I use it is this. I have a voice recorder that has an automatic start-stop function. In other words, it records noises, but not the silence between the noise. So I can just place this into in the studio at night, let it run for a period of 24 hours, and next day come back and listen to what was recorded. It gives you a complete inventory of the various sounds that it heard during a 24-hour period. So it lets you know what you're up against. Professional soundproofing materials can be very expensive. Fortunately, there are low-cost alternatives. Acoustic tiles that you can buy at a building supply store can cost under $1 per square foot. You can build your own acoustic panels to hang on your walls or on the ceiling of your studio. They help eliminate reflections and deaden the sound in the studio. There are a number of plans on the internet for how to make your own. You should also consider office partitions. And although they're very expensive if you buy them new, you can buy them used, usually for a few dollars a piece. And last but not least are the rubber bumpers. So if you put these rubber bumpers on the bottom of your computers and equipment, it helps reduce the amount of sound that conducts from one piece of equipment to the next.